right, shalom Israel. Can anybody hear me? Shalom. If you can hear me, please give me a 1 or a Khan. K-A-N. Can you type in Khan? I don't know why it has not. Why didn't it go through? All right, y'all got any questions? Type them in. This is the law class. If you have any questions based off the law, that would be great. Excellent. This is the law class. It teaches the law of the Most High. And like I said, that would be excellent. Because this is the law class. Any questions on the law? Anybody? Any questions on the law, statutes and commandments, the law? This is the law class. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in or let me know. Babu Kasha. Time is now. Kawana, brother, I got you locked in. Martez Roberts. Y'all may have seen me on Instagram talking about another matter, but y'all ain't tell me I had a fuzzy wuzzy in my beard. Had a little piece of lint in my beard. Any questions? Any questions? Let's do some questions first. Shalom, y'all watching Shabbat. Okay, this is the law class, ISUPK. I am Captain Azania of the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. Commanding General Yohana, the man that's authorized and set by the Most High to lead Israel back to the Most High and our King, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Most High, his name is Yahweh. Yahweh is his name in the Lashon Kodash, which means the Holy Tongue, the ancient Hebrew. That is the name of the Most High. Okay. Our King's name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, Mashiach means Messiah, or translated into Greek, Christ. The world calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushua Mashiach, and he is the King of Israel, which will rule this planet. And Israel shall rule with him. When we say Israel, we're speaking of the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negro, the so-called West Indian, the so-called Hispanic, the so-called Latino, the so-called Chicano, the so-called Native, Indigenous, okay, First Nations of North, Central, and South America. You make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are scattered abroad, but heavily concentrated here in this hell that they call the Americas. Okay? All right? To all the Akim, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatha. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakathum. To all the sisters, Akwafim, Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatha, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, let's clap it up. Everybody made it back safe. Let's clap that up, man. Barakatha, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Let's praise the Most High. Let's be thankful to the Most High for allowing us to see another marvelous, beautiful Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread, and coming together. We rock down there in Florida. Oh my goodness. Magnificent. Glorious. Like always when the brotherhood gets together. Because this is true. This is true. This is the only place. This is the only place where the Most High resides. And we stand on that. And we're true in saying that. And if you question yourself about it, well, you're the one that's wrong. Okay, you must be a defender of the faith. You must be concrete in what you believe in. Concrete in your conscience. That's what makes us different in the ISUPK and set apart. We don't play around with what we believe in. Okay? We don't look at it as a joke or something. Everybody does that. Right. The brother said, Ishakar said, Yashakar said, never seen so many Mexicans. Damn right. You're absolutely right. Okay? All right? We are the 12 tribes. And the 12 tribes is represented in the ISUPK. It was beautiful, man. It's one kingdom. Okay? Be like that be like it unto all men. All right? I try my best to be like all 12 tribes. To gather my brothers and sisters into this truth. All right? Every tribe was there rocking and represented. Okay? Just like how the kingdom is going to be. And that's what we need. That's what we see every time. Every time you see a Passover or you come to the Passover or these high holy days, okay? It's just a taste. It's a small taste of what this kingdom is going to be. The kingdom of heaven. When Yahweh Shai Mashiach returns. When our King returns. Okay? And it's beautiful. Brothers and sisters, I say this. Please keep that fire and that zeal, that brotherhood, that sisterhood that you had. Everybody was just elated and wonderful. Every brother just embraced me. Every sister embraced me. There wasn't no side eyes, no, I don't know what to say. It was none of that. It was none of that. The sisters saying, Shalom, Lord in Christ, sir. All the sisters, all the brothers. Shalom, cat. Following orders, we working and doing things, having a good time, partying, eating, drinking. Keep that spirit in your zone. Keep that fire ignited. Don't let that fire burn out, Akwafim. Do not. I press upon you. I pray the Most High keeps us and keep that fire that we had in Florida, that we just keep it every day and building and moving for the brotherhood, to bring more and more brothers and sisters into this truth, to build and to work, because we fight for Yahweh Shai. So keep that fire, man. Keep it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't let Satan come now that you're back home. You're comfortable, Salakia. Now that you're back home and you're comfortable, Salakia about that. Right? See, Satan trying to come, trying to knock it out. He going to do his job, but we going to do our job. And we going to fight and be better. Be better. Don't come home and get comfortable. Get comfortable and get lax. And, the work is done. We done had Passover. Ain't no more garments making. Ain't no more preparation. That's a lie. That's Satan. That's demons on you. Now that means you work harder. Now we make more garments. Now we push the truth even more. Now we prep for more. Now we put our money into the school more. Do not let this fire go out, because them demons is coming if they not already dead. You better fight them. Let's fight them demons. All the demons that came to you before have went out and got 7 more demons. What precept is that? Somebody get me that precept. What precept is that? That's right. Getting together with righteous brothers and righteous sisters. Right. Let's feel that. Let's feel that every day, Akim. Akim. Let's feel it. Did I turn the camera? Yeah, I turned it on. Okay, let's feel that. We're going to talk about 420 today. What precept did I just call for? Somebody get it for me? Lord, come. Let me see if that's it. Matthew 12 and 43. Yeah, that's it, brother. Okay. Yeah, this is it. The sister, okay, sis. Sister got Luke 26. I think that's the parallel precept in Luke. Okay, I'm gonna pull them both because I think that's the same one. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to take it here. The water for both of y'all. Okay. Y'all got any questions or comments? Pop them in. Pop them in. Pop them in. Pop them in. Let's go. Y'all rocking with me. The water. Matthew chapter 12, verse 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. What does that mean? This is the law. This is the law class. Okay, don't think of the law being just the 10 Commandments. Okay, like how you get taught. Some sisters said, I don't believe that because that was for our learning. They take the precept that says it was written for our learning. Salam VA. It was good seeing y'all down there too. Don't take for our learning to mean that you don't abide and live by it. That's what the Christians do. They say, oh, the law is done away with. That's the Old Testament. And the Old Testament is for our learning. Do you not live by what you've learned? Y'all communicate with me back and forth. If you in the chat, type it in. Y'all, do you not live by what you've learned? Because the Christian church says for our learning as if we're past it. Everything that you learn, you implement into your life. Is that true? I don't go 1 + 1 is 2 and go, oh, the DC can't. That's right, DC and VA camp, y'all rock together anyway. It ain't no sweat, ain't no deal. Do I go 1 + 1 is 2, and that's done away with? I ain't gotta worry about that no more. 1 + 1 = 2 does what? What does that do? It's like y'all hold one moment for me, but answer that question for me. The water, y'all. Become one? No. Combined? No. Don't think of it too deep. I'm not trying to be poetic with it. I'm not trying to be poetic or use wordplay. 1 + 1 = 2. What does that do for the rest of your life? That's what I'm looking for, brother. Brother says it gives a structure to get the equation. Meaning, if you don't know 1 + 1 = 2, you're not going to understand multiplication, division, subtraction. You're not going to understand economics. You're not going to understand building. You're not going to understand anything. Somebody said combine. You're right. You're not going to understand how to combine something. You won't understand nothing if you don't know 1 + 1 = 2. So you don't throw 1 + 1 = 2. You don't throw it away. You don't say it's done away with. That would be stupid and foolish. And that is what the Christian church teaches. Oh, y'all on the YouTube too, the water, y'all. Oh, my man, is that Sharon? Shout out to that brother, man. Made it back safe, man. Was rocking with us. The water out too. For that hard tripping journey. And you still stopped by to make sure you fellowship with us, man. That you still came and combined with your brothers. You don't know 1 + 1 = 2. You won't understand economics. You won't understand money. $1 and another dollar equals $2. You wouldn't understand that. That's what the Christian church wants you to believe, that it's done away with. But no, for our learning means that it's implemented in our life. So when we talk about the law, don't think of the law just being man shall not lie with mankind. Don't have sex with your brother's wife. Don't steal. Don't eat this. Don't eat that. Don't think of it like that. Think of it in the sense of it builds a nation. It's something to implement that you're going to use every day. You utilize this every day. You utilize this every day. Your whole life is implemented based off of the things in which you've learned. And through white supremacy, through Catholicism, Christianity, which is Christianity, through religions, through tolerance of America, they don't want you to feel as if the law in the Bible is something that you implement every day. This is your everyday life. And when you're in the ISUPK, you understand what I'm speaking of. In the ISUPK, we implement the law every day. That it becomes a part of our nature, which people love to say the term second nature. It's not second nature. It's first nature. It's part of your nature. It becomes part of your makeup. Okay? So right here, Yahushua taught the law, and he broke down the law, meaning he taught the letter behind the law. He taught what the law was about, the spirit of the law, love. When you read that in the New Testament, I won't even say New Testament. When you read it in the letters, like you read it in Galatians, love, faith, and hope, you know, people think that the law is done away with. Now we just love. No, you love because of the law. I would never look at my brother's wife in a lustful manner to take his woman or want to be with his woman. I would never do such a horrible thing because I love my brother and I love that sister. That's the law. I wouldn't eat particular foods. I wouldn't eat pork because I love the Most High, because he deemed it as unclean. That's not something to eat. He didn't create it like that. That's faith. So when you're reading here in Matthew chapter 12, verse 43, why for forgetting that for me, brother and sister. The sister got me the one in Luke. It's about you keeping the laws. It's about you living the life that the Most High called you to live, and it being who you are, a part of you. So Matthew chapter 12, verse 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, unclean. Why does Yahushua say unclean? A Christian doesn't know the Bible. Nobody on the earth, this is what we know. And this is true and factual. And can nobody prove it wrong? Nobody can prove this wrong. Nobody knows the Bible except Commanding General Yohanan and the ISUPK. Nobody knows. You gonna say that? You damn right. Absolutely. Nobody knows it. Nobody knows the Bible except us. So listen to us and how we teach it. Get in this class and get in this body. Follow us, because we know what we're talking about. We know what we're teaching. Okay? We don't look at this as a part-time show. We don't look at this as 2 times a week. Why does Yahushua says, when the unclean spirit, somebody get that for me. Why? Why does he say unclean spirit? And I'm going to get on my topic about weed, because that's an unclean spirit. That's smoking that weed. It's 420. Esau gave y'all 420 day and y'all go crazy. Esau's a goddamn idiot. He's a damn fool and a buffoon, a clown, a joke. The Edomites are nothing but lustful bastards. I thought this Edomite was homeless today. I saw a woman standing on the corner dressed in nice clothes. I'm saying, how is she homeless? And what is this woman doing standing? Nice clothes, hair done, makeup on her face. And I'm like, why she got a sign? As I get closer and closer and drive through the light, she holding up a sign that says, Happy 420 Day. It's 420 Day, yay! Happy 420 Day. What a foul and disgusting beast they are. They're a bunch of beasts. And they are unclean. They are absolutely unclean. They need to be tamed. Shalom. You don't mind if I switch, do you? Yeah. No. That one rock better with this. You got the red, I got the blue. I left mine right on my thing. Because y'all know me. Y'all know it. I'm a Judite. I will admit it. All my headpieces is still packed up in the luggage. Because you know I bubble wrap them bad boys. I appreciate it. Left the headpiece I was going to wear right on the TV stand as I'm walking out the door. The water. Okay? We're going over Matthew chapter 12, verse 43 through 45 before I get into the topic. Okay. What does unclean mean? Come on, Akim. What does unclean mean? Come on, sisters. What does unclean mean? This is the law class. Oh man, I got something right here. Wow, if I would have known. You brought that good soup? The water. Okay. Stay in that spirit, y'all. Okay. Stay in the spirit of, this is the feast of unleavened bread. Okay. And keep that spirit that we done that was ignited like that at Passover. Keep that vibe every day. All right. In your own zones. Don't come back to your zone and be all, let the demons jump on you. There you go, Ayar. Give me my hand. He says, unclean is not holy. All right? Break that down, Ayar. Because you got not holy. You got to break that down a little bit more. Break not holy down, Ayar. In case they want to find out or trying to figure it out. Because they might think that holy means something else. A Christian doesn't know what the word holy means. They think holy means speaking in tongues. You're giving me some, our warrior, you're giving me some examples. Sex, can't go to class, can't church, right. Those are examples, right. We'll break down unclean a little bit more for me. You got not holy, but you want to break it down. Okay? Scripture says be apt to teach because of what? You got people who won't know anything about it. Transgression against the laws. Okay. Just the word unclean. That makes you unclean. You said Salakia Thawon? Here we go. All right, the brother got it. Shariawan. Okay, Salakia. Unclean is to be polluted. A man or a woman that doesn't have integrity according to the Most High. That's good. Polluted is good. Okay? Against the law. Right. Okay? All right. Polluted. Okay? Unclean. Something that is polluted. You have clean and you have unclean. Okay. So when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, meaning that a man can have a clean spirit or an unclean spirit. A clean spirit is that of him keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. An unclean spirit would be a polluted spirit. Things that he does that break the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Okay. You got the precept, Pawon? 12 and 43. 12 and 43. Babu Kishah, for what?
Matthew chapter 12, verse 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places.
Why does it say dry places? Why does it say the spirit walketh through dry places? Dry places compared to wet places or water. Okay. Water is where life comes from. A place with water has life. There you go, no life. The brother got it. But what? That's heavy, huh? You got it. No life because there is no law. Give him a hand. That's right. Okay? Unclean spirits don't want to be in places. They don't want to be in places where the law is kept, where there is life. Unclean spirits want to be where there is death. Okay? That's what happens in the hood, in the ghetto, in the slums. There's death. And where there's death, there is no life. So they want to be off that because they feed off the dead. Right? They want everything to be dead or destroyed. So where to go from one brother to another brother, one sister to another sister, because it wants death. And it wants everything that it touches to die. Maybe just not an immediate death. We're going to talk about marijuana today. Right? But your life being nothing but the dead. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
He walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none.
Right. Seeking rest and findeth none. Seeking rest and findeth none. You don't get no rest. He does not get rest. Right? Okay, because he's an unclean spirit. Or it's an unclean spirit. Right? And it being an unclean spirit, he's just searching and searching and searching. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 44. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
What does that mean? And when he come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. What does that mean? When he came back to that house. Anyone, what does that mean? Please,
So instead of it being, a mess, instead of it being, a bad place of habitation, of course, though, it is clean. You know what I'm saying? It's not filthy.
Right.
It's like you're not gonna find drugs in here. You're not gonna find whores in here. You're not gonna find, all manner of wickedness inside. It's been cleaned out. All right, well, we took the trash out, man. We took the filth out. We took all the stuff that's not supposed to be here and put it in its proper place.
That's perfect, Al. That's perfect. Damn right. So what does it say, thou woman? That the spirit comes back to that. What does it say?
God, what does it say? So Zlaki, so the fact is that the spirit left in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Meaning, go ahead, Zlaki.
Meaning that it was no longer a habitable dwelling place. It wasn't meeting the conditions. Like a fungus needs, particular environment. And when that environment is left, it cannot thrive, it cannot live, of course, though. So in order for that spirit, in order for that demon, of course, though, to thrive, of course, though, it needs to have whatever it desires. Wickedness, So you got rid of it. You stopped doing whatever was causing that to be there in the first place.
Who did?
That person, that individual.
Right.
So basically,
bring it to us.
The Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying? So basically, by taking on the spirit of the Most High, by following after, Christ, of course, though. We cast out that demon, of course. That demon is gone out, man. I can't stay here no more. These cats over here, speaking Hebrew. These cats over here, saying strong brotherhood. They're keeping the law.
Who? You saying it?
Israelite School University Press.
Thank you, God. Yeah, that's right. So when somebody joins the truth, they sweep out the wickedness, they clean out the wickedness, they make it empty, it's swept and garnished, meaning now you got things on you that show that it's clean.
God, it's like,
right? Go ahead.
If I could, what was it, last year? We were at Passover. You know what I'm saying? Other camps, they were in a strip club. What let you know that they were different from anybody else that was inside that club? Nothing. They weren't set apart.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we were set apart, not just in dress, but even in our location. Our speech and everything else, though. It was obvious these brothers ain't associated with these cats over here.
That's right.
So the same thing applies to us, though. Your speech, how you talk to one another. When you go to your job, your slavery, of course, you start to speak differently. You're not having a conversation, oh yeah, I popped these hoes this weekend. That conversation changed. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Just remember, you saw Littlefinger when he did, in Game of Thrones, he had his one hoe suck this man off and then kiss another man right in the mouth. You want to be a part of that? It's a lot.
Oh, right. Okay. Read the top part of 44.
Go to God. Matthew chapter 12, verse 44. He then saith, I will return into my house from which I came out.
So what does that say? What does that say to those that come into the truth? Because you come into the truth, you come into the school, right? You took the classes. You did your 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Or you took your officer's test. You're wearing all black. You're a sister in here. You covering your head when you come in here. You're wearing your dress now. You start wearing a dress to class. Wearing a dress to Sabbath service. So what does that mean? What does that say? What does that indicate when the demon says, I'm saying demon, it says unclean spirit, which is synonymous. Unclean spirit says, I will return into my house from whence I came out.
So like,
go ahead.
It's almost like one of those the sayings, there's no place like home. This is where I belong. This is my dwelling place. So before you came into the truth, of course, though, you might have been a crackhead. You might have been out here smoking weed. You might have been out here smoking cigarettes. You might have been out here peddling drugs, poison to your brothers and sisters. You could have been a whore. All types of, unclean spirits. Yeah, homosexual, sucking other men's rods and whatnot. And of course, you come into the truth. You're convicted by, I'm not supposed to be this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You change your behaviors. You change your mannerisms. You change your actions, of course, though. And that spirit, that demon, is going to come back and like, nah, you ain't really changed. You just putting on a show. You just put on a facade. I'm going to try to get you to go back and revert.
And he going to think it's his house. The unclean spirit thinks that it's okay. I got kicked out. Just like your family. Just like your friends. When you come into the truth, they don't really you believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been wicked for so long, you've been unclean for so long, that it's like, yeah, it's just a phase, or it's just something he's studying right now. It's just something she's looking into. She ain't really gonna hold on to it. So if I offer her pork or tell him to come to the Easter Sunday church or whatever, blah, 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 the family dinner that we always have, if I talk to him in this manner, if I say these things to him, he could be cool with it. Ain't no big deal. She wouldn't mind. It's who she been for so long. This unclean spirit thinks just like that. Like, that's my home. I might as well just go back. I can't find nothing around here. And they are, all these people already occupied. They already got thousands of demons on them. They're already unclean. Let me just go back to where I came from. Let me go back to this house right here. Because I know I can get residents there. Go ahead, out.
God, it's like the spirit of homosexuality, especially between females, right? It's looked at, it's okay because, oh, babe, look at your breast, look at your titty. It's not a man doing it. A man can't just walk up to a system like, man, look at these breasts, look at these titties, right? He can't just do that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it be looked at as, it's innocent, he has breasts too.
Right.
You understand? A sister could go up to another sister, you know what I'm saying, and kiss her, you know, and everybody look at it as, it's a female face, it's no big deal. If it ain't sex, if it ain't nothing, then what's the big deal, right? There's a spirit behind it, of course.
Or sex.
God.
They'll have sex like it ain't no big deal. God. Because they two women, they ain't two men, so it ain't no big deal. It's acceptable. God. And today is 420, huh? Today is 420. Nobody thinks marijuana is a big deal.
What's wrong with it? It's just weed, right?
It's just weed. Why is Captain Azania talking about and labeling the class weed destroys black and brown people? Why would Captain Azania say that? It's just weed. Nobody looks at it as being wrong or unclean because it's so common.
Right. Because
you're so commonly adjusted to it. It's so commonly embraced that you don't see it as unclean. Yeah. Or you don't see it as a big deal. Oh, he said he stopped smoking weed. It ain't no big deal. I'll smoke right in front of him. Don't people do that?
Yeah.
People do that all the time. Smoke this weed in front of him. Yeah, I know you don't smoke it, but you know it's cool. Don't care. They don't care. They getting ready to make a law, I think. Change the law in New York State. So now, you can't smoke marijuana, even though it's legal, around somebody that doesn't want it to be smoked around them. Because of all the complaint that came in. You get what I'm saying? Okay. They passed the law last year, you can smoke weed, everybody went nuts. And just smoke. I saw a cat at a concert smoke weed in the state trooper face. And I was like, yeah, we can smoke weed at the fair, the New York State Fair. And I'm just like, this is disgusting, man. They just smoke marijuana everywhere. Why? Because it's so common. Nobody cares. It's the thing to do. So it ain't that important. If your music is too loud, they'll turn on the music. I can't stand loud music. Oh, I'm sorry. Turn on the music. Your pants coming down. Oh, your pants coming down. Oh, pull up your pants. Pull up your pants. If you smoke weed, I don't smoke weed. You light up even more now. Marijuana is disgusting. And marijuana is the worst drug. I always say it. And people go nuts when I say that. People go nuts when I say marijuana is the worst drug. Why do I say marijuana is the worst drug?
It's lucky because people look at it as something very innocent. They look at it as it does no harm.
Right.
When you don't realize, I'm saying, that you're going to eventually suffer from COPD. You're going to suffer, you know what I'm saying, from all health type of elements. You're making yourself more prone, you know what I'm saying, to have mental, instabilities, of course, though. You don't realize, you know what I'm saying, that your arteries are being restricted and constricted, Slovakia, due to the fact is that oxygen is being, deprived from the rest of your body that needs, oxygen in order to survive.
That's right, brother.
I mean, we can go on and on and on, and you think that you're going to get up and go and be a top-tier athlete. You think your voice is going to be as beautiful as you once were. Woman doesn't realize, you know what I'm saying, that their vagina smells like a tar pit because of it. Mm. I had a sister one time say, when I told her this, of course, you know what I'm saying, she said, oh, that's what that smell is? Mm. She said people have told her that there's a different taste
Don't go too deep into it. They horrible. They're horrible because they love marijuana, and marijuana destroys you. Marijuana destroys people, man. Right? And people think that there's nothing wrong with it because it's marketed and pushed as it being innocent. Marijuana is a gateway drug. It opens you up to want to do other drugs. And then the reason why you take marijuana, anxiety, depression, marijuana increases your anxiety. Marijuana increases your depression. Why you get so lethargic when you smoke weed? Your body is lethargic because you're taking more and more depression in. Go ahead.
Salaki, I mean, just the chemical imbalance. I'm saying
the what? Hold on. The what?
The chemical imbalance.
The what?
The chemical imbalance.
Do you know people think that marijuana has no chemicals? I was talking to a brother who loves smoking marijuana and says, why are you so against marijuana? It's natural. I said, man, all drugs have chemicals. He said, marijuana ain't got no chemical. I said, you ever heard of THC? THC is in cannabis. It's a chemical. He said, oh, wait. Now that I think about it, how come he wasn't readily knowing of the answer and he's intelligent? The person that I'm talking to got a 1600 on the SAT. How come he didn't know that marijuana had THC in it? Or he probably did. But what happened? What happened, Valwan? He smoked so much goddamn weed that he forgets everything. That he's a dummy now. It's for depression. It's for my anxiety. It's for the stress. So you smoke weed and you don't get the job. So now more and more bills come in. Is that helping you out? Well, I can smoke weed now, it's legal. That doesn't mean your job can't fire you for smoking weed. They can fire you. And I ain't got no problem with them firing you. Fire you. They should. You're dumb. You can't give it a damn break? Give it a break, man. It ain't that damn serious. Go ahead, Thalwon. I'm going to get into the topic. So,
I mean, it's the endorphins, you know what I'm saying, that's also being affected by it. It's substitute, oh, my sex drive isn't changed by it at all. Really? It gives you a false sense of euphoria, of course, though, by making you very docile. As you was just saying, you become lethargic, of course, though. Why is it that you suddenly get the munchies after, you smoke weed, you get high? Now you want to sit there and eat everything in a goddamn house, of course, though. Where you going to get the money to pay for the food? You're spending you're selling everything, you're a crackhead.
What's his name? He looked like a half a sodomite. Cat Williams.
Oh, Cat.
Yeah. What did he say? I was eating all my baby's cereal. I was eating all the kids' snacks. So when the kids had to go to school, now they ain't got no snacks. You see, what does that make you like? I ain't gonna get too deep into it. Let me y'all remind me of that in about 20 minutes. What I just said. Somebody please remind me of that. What does that make Cat Williams look like that he eating the children's snacks? Okay? Let's get back to this precept. But that's it. It makes you think like you're comfortable. Okay? So the unclean spirit comes back to you to see if you're comfortable or if you're ready to accept what you once were. That's why I said keep the spirit that you had from Passover. Keep it rocking. Stay strong. Keep in this truth. All right? Because everything gonna come against you. But you got the opportunity, man, to do what's right in here. So do it. Do it. Go ahead, Al.
Go. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Okay, we talked about that. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
Ooh. So he just checked on it. Y'all think just because something is wicked, it's stupid. Christianity got you believing that the devil is like stupid, don't know what he's doing. Demons don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, and they follow a mission harder than you would ever. They're serious about what they do. You have no idea. You weak as hell. I remember in high school, 12th grade, I used to offend people when I used to say, Hitler was smart. People would go nuts, huh? Joseph Stalin was smart. People would go nuts. You can't say he was smart. Why not? Because he was an evil man. Evil men ain't smart. I ain't saying I agree with Hitler. Just saying they were smart. They used smart tactics. As dumb as Donald Trump is, didn't he use some smart tactics? Donald Trump used some smart tactics to get in office. The number one tactic that he used was race. He know if I get on the Republican side and play this race thing, I would win the White House. Did he win the White House? Yeah. Make America great again, buddy. They still love Trump. Yeah. They still love Trump. Trump getting ready to run again. They love Trump. You know why? Because make America great again is what? You being enslaved. You being oppressed. The good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. The good old days. When it was all of us ruling over this land. The good old days where we could say what was on our mind. These demons, these unclean spirits are smart, man. He saw that you got your life together. That unclean spirit saw that you cleaned up. He went by that camp to see if you was true about it. That brother at camp doing what? I majum Shabbat. I majum. Barak. Halawat Panya. He on point. He checking. He got the headpiece on. He grew his beard out. Get back. He up there reading, speaking in the Hebrew. Oh man, yeah, he swept this house out. He see you sisters. You ain't got no I don't know. Man and a side nigga. What he had a song? Pleasure P had a song. And it blew my mind, man. I heard it one time, and I said I will never ever listen to this. Boyfriend number 2. You got a boyfriend, but I'll be boyfriend number 2. You ain't got niggas on the back burner. You ain't got no work husband. You serious about this? This sister is serious. She's serious. She don't even talk to her girlfriends no more. That entertain that foolishness. She don't even mess with them. No. Oh, she's serious about it. She ain't even playing no games. She done cut folks off. Oh, she going to that class. But hey, sis. Hey, girl. They believe they can have more than one woman in there. You better not. And she's still going? Ooh, that demon said, it is empty, swept, and garnished. So now, that unclean spirit goes and gets 7 other, more. They say more wicked than himself. Okay. Marijuana, they call it the gateway drug. You know why? You know why? Because you're going to start smoking weed, and then what you going to do? You're going to start popping some pills. You'll pop a little pills. You take the LSD, you do all this, you do all that. Or what else come with the weed smoking? What else come with the weed smoking? Oh, you starting to look at the weed, man, as attractive. So now you having sex for your weed. Now having sex for money or for drugs, that ain't nothing to you. Because everybody does it. Now what you start doing? Now you more and more into the club, smoking weed with everybody. Now you smoking weed with the lesbian. So everybody smoking weed together, and you with the lesbian girl. These wicked foul bastards, they want you to kiss the lesbian girl. Now it all started because of the weed. Now 7 more demons come. Now you pregnant by the weed man. You ain't want to get pregnant by the weed man, but you had a baby with the weed man. You got a baby with the weed man. So now you go downtown. Now you deal with the court systems. That's them other unclean spirits. Now you doing the Section 8. Now you doing this. Now you don't keep. Now you want to be an independent woman, but you do it this way and that unclean way and this wicked way. Well, how about you start smoking the weed? You smoked the weed so much you was an athlete. You in college on a D1 scholarship, and you keep getting kicked off the goddamn team because they keep finding weed in your system. Yeah. So now what you do? You drop out of school. You ever known people like that? I've known people like that dropped out of school because of weed. Go ahead.
Right here in Syracuse. Deshaun.
Oh, man. Coleman.
Huh.
Where's Deshaun? That's a good. Throw on my hand. Where is he now?
He be all over the block.
Where is Deshaun?
Like the homeless cat.
He is homeless.
Yeah, kind of. Graduated, Violet, full ride to Syracuse. It's like, I believe it's Deshaun Wright, but it's like.
Deshaun Wright.
Okay.
Is it Deshaun Wright?
Okay.
Or is it Deshaun Coleman?
Nah, Coleman's the other one, though. Coleman came like a little bit after.
Is it Deshaun Wright? Yeah. So I
believe it's the WRW.
There you go. Right there? Yep, the water.
I believe he was part of that team where they got in trouble because of academics. So
well, he loved marijuana, boy. He loved getting high.
Come.
He went to Oak Hill. You know how many superstars came out of Oak Hill? They Sean Wright. Now he's walking up and down the streets of Syracuse begging for change. Oh, it started because of a little weed, man. A little weed don't hurt. Now he got all types of unclean demons on him. He's an alcoholic. He's a drunk. He got children he don't even know or care about. He's an embarrassment to himself. I see the brother, I get toe up, man. I'll be like, dang. Went to school with my brother. Oh, just a little weed, that's all. Now he got them other demons on you. Stronger than himself. Keep going.
Slakia. And taketh with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. Mm-hmm. And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of the man is worse than the first.
Damn.
Even so shall it be also unto the wicked generation.
What does that mean?
Unto this wicked generation.
What does that mean? And the last state of that man is worse than the first. What does that mean?
It's like.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see if they get it. Because they on here. They on here. Oh, there they go. Oh, that was a good one too, Martez Roberts. Sir, does smoking weed decrease a man's testosterone over time?
Yeah. Reduces the oxygen flow.
not only does it decrease the testosterone, it increases the estrogen in a man.
Okay.
Estrogen is for women, and testosterone is for men. I mean, there's some in each, male and female, but the majority of testosterone is in a man. The majority of estrogen is in a woman. So it decreases testosterone and it increases estrogen. All right. Why do you think people that smoke marijuana, men that smoke marijuana, are so emotional?
Carl Thomas.
They're emotional. Huh? They're extremely emotional, and they go and murder. That's why they smoke weed before they go murder somebody. Or they smoke weed before everything. Cats smoke weed before they brush their teeth. That is mind-boggling. They will wake up in the morning, get out the bed, and gotta smoke weed before they wash their face, wash their behind, brush their teeth, eat breakfast, kiss their wife, kiss their children. Anything they will do, that is the worship of marijuana. We're gonna get into that. But I'm using that as an example here, but also for everybody. When you come into the truth, you have Passover like we just had. Don't let that spirit come back and bring 7 unclean spirits. Now you gotta fight. Now you don't just have to fight that one unclean spirit. Now you gotta fight 7. And 7 means what? What was the first question I asked, Salakia? What does it mean that man is worse than the first? Who got it? Somebody hit me with it. That man is worse than the first. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody on the YouTube, Facebook? That man is worse than the first. That man is worse than the first. Let's see here. Go ahead, Uncle Ball.
You want to ask Biggie about it?
Why? What'd he say?
Slakia, in regards to being first and the worst, it's like, you're in a destroyed state already. You understand? Like, imagine you going to your slave and getting fired from your slave because, you were smoking or you showed up to work late. Well, you show up one more time, Mr. Johnson, we're going to have to let you go. Mm-hmm. Sure enough, Mr. Johnson shows up late. He loses his job. It goes from him losing his job, like, that's just one simple thing. Mr. Johnson leaves, get himself situated, of course, though, goes back, start working all up in corporate, whatever. And then, at the seasonal party, seasonal festival, Mr. Johnson, takes a shot of whatever the hell, or drinks, or smokes, whatever his execs are smoking. Now he's facing sexual harassment, got some other broad pregnant. His marriage is absolutely destroyed, of course, though, and he's banned from corporate. You know what I'm saying? It's far worse than what it was before, though. Now he is living out underneath some bridge in the box here in Syracuse.
Now, that one, I'm going to bring it to the truth. I'm going to bring it to the ISUPK. Because that one gave y'all a movie right there, right? You just wrote a movie. Okay, you're going to give it to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry going to take it. And then he's going to find a woman who had to leave her abusive husband because he dark-skinned. Tyler Perry movie. I'm just playing. This is the truth. This is the truth. You come into the truth. You fight off the demon. Right? You clean yourself up. Meaning, baptized in the word. That's what baptism means. By the renewing of the word. The word cleanses you. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. The word cleanses. Right? So you knew, you clean. You knew in your house shy. You're a new being. You come into class, you go into camp. You holding it down. You don't following orders. Looking for more work to do in the truth. And then when the 7 demons come back and you don't fight them, the worst is not just you smoking weed again. The worst is not you messing with hoes again. The worst is not you just a hoe again. The worst is not you dealing with the wicked people again. The worst is not you getting locked up again. The worst is not you being homeless. What's the worst?
Betraying your oath.
You're an embarrassment to yourself. You disconnected from the Most High. So it's the worst. It's like somebody will look at you and be like, damn, I ain't never think that you would fall off. I would never think you would do that. You was locked in. Brothers and sisters, all the time. Be brothers and sisters that come into the truth, come into the school. You be like, this brother is locked in. This sister is fully engulfed in the truth. This brother is, he on point. Then you see the brother fall off and you be like, where he at? Or if you run into him and he just put his head down and just don't want to talk about it. Or you see her and she hiding. I seen a sister in Walmart. Not recently, this was some years ago. She had left the school, left the truth. She seen me in Walmart and she just like ran down another aisle. Say shalom, sister. She just hiding behind the box of Cheerios and shit. I'm like, I can see you, like, you know, but that's what makes it worse. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. Meaning, more and more people are going to have more and more battles with more and more demons. There used to be a time where it was like, used to be a time where it was like, oh, gotta watch your daughter, man. Watch your daughter. I'm gonna have a baseball bat for my daughter. My daughter 15 now. Let me see. What's the side of my name?
Jesse Smollett?
Zion is really his name. 14 years of age. Full-blown sodomite. Now you gotta watch your son like, whoa, what's going on with my boy out there? Sodomites is coming after your boy. He's 14 years old and Dwayne Wade letting him take pictures and post it all over the media of him kissing
Justin Bieber?
That's actually a girl that identifies as a boy. This don't make no sense. I don't know what the hell going on. This is just foul and disgusting. Okay? This is just an atrocity on the goddamn earth. All right? But anyway, even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. That's what it's coming into. All right? So anybody had anything else? The brother said the worst is blaspheming against the Holy Spirit. That is exactly what I just said. Then I said the brother said you betrayed the oath. Then I just say you traded it, became a traitor to the Most High. I'm blaspheming the Holy Spirit. That's what I just said. So like it. Okay.
Salaki.
Now let's get into this weed. Go ahead, Op.
The thing about it is there's all types of, what do they call enchantments, out there, right? You got the I'm in love with the cool, right? Like that's an enchantment. It's the hook that you just listened to. What's the cocoa? You know what I'm saying? The drugs. Wiz Khalifa got a song was like just basically saying.
Oh, we about to get into it. God. So go ahead.
Yeah, what's like
worshiping weed.
God, he's just worshiping weed.
Wiz Khalifa worships weed. His name is Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa, which is a witch who loves smoking weed. That's everything. Everybody and everything loves smoking weed. And the reason why I say everything is because the LGBTQ, they love smoking weed too, right along with you. They're not against it. All of them, everybody's is for smoking marijuana. Listen to this brother right here, this cat. You gotta listen to how he sounds. Marijuana, weed, and spirituality. Marijuana has become a religion. It's a god and a goddess. Quick.
The running back that used to play for Miami.
Oh man, I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna bring him up. He used to play for New Orleans. He's the Heisman Trophy winner from Texas. What's his name? I got it in here. Williams.
Come.
Heisman Trophy winner. Great. They was going to allow him to come back into the NFL because he was so good. He said he can't stop smoking weed because y'all policy says I can't smoke marijuana. And marijuana has become part of my spiritual pathway to enlightenment and all that other trash. Shut up! Everybody shut up! Follow the ISUPK. You don't know anything. I didn't know anything before I came into the truth. Just shut up, man. My pathway of finding this. You don't know. Shut up. And then if you think smoking weed is going to make you know more, it makes you stupid. You look dumb. You don't know how dumb you look smoking weed? I got a brother in the flesh that smoked weed so goddamn much that he asked his 11-year-old stepson to urinate in a condom. How embarrassed are you? How disgusting is that? To have your child piss in a condom. You take your child's piss and you tape it to your inner thigh so that you can go to a job interview. And then you say, and then you go online saying, I'm selling urine. You look like a complete idiot, a bastard, a demonic piece of garbage. Basura. That is insane. How do you go home and look at your child in his face and talk to him and tell him, hey, don't go to school lying. Don't be a liar. Have integrity. Have morals. When you took his urine, and strapped it on your penis so you can try to get a job. And then what happens in 30 days? Bar. What does that manager at your slavery notice? What do they smell at your slavery? Or what do they always do? They randomly select everybody. But they know you smoke weed. Everybody knows. You're dumb. So in 30 days, what are you doing? You're getting fired from your job. You're getting fired from your job. So in 31 days, what are you doing? Having your son urinate in another condom? Go ahead, say what you got to say.
Ricky Williams,
yes.
Slaki. He was, the weed got him so jammed up, had him questioning his sexuality over in New Zealand.
Of course. They all do.
He's in the bush trying to get a blowjob by some goddamn sodomite, Salaki. And
Ricky probably had that in him anyway. And that marijuana wakes that demon up.
kind of. It's like he was just kind of like his response to it was just kind of like, sure, why not? I guess.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. What spirit do you see on him?
It continues to give us love.
Good night.
Let me run it back just a little bit. He go off into the mountains.
Look at nature and look at what nature does. Love. Nature is patient. Nature is understanding. Nature, is always changing. It's growing. It's evolving. It's very loving as well, because no matter what we do to it, it continues to love. Look at nature and look at what nature.
I used to have this misunderstanding of speaking white or talking white until I came into the truth, man. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Eric Williams says, can't blame weed for everything these people desire. Their sin, no matter if they're smoking or not. Why are you saying that, Eric Williams? Why are you saying that? You know, what does that sound like what Eric Williams is saying? What is Eric Williams doing right now? And I'll pause and I'll give Eric Williams 1 minute of our time because he feels that it is so important. Hold on. Let me back this up. I'm going to give Eric Williams 1 minute of our time. Maybe 2. What is Eric Williams doing? Eric Williams says, can't blame weed for everything. These people desire their sin, no matter if they smoking or not. What is Eric Williams doing that every Christian like Eric Williams does? I know Eric Williams is not in the ISUPK. I know he's not in the truth. I know he doesn't know anything about the Bible. I know he knows nothing about the Most High Power, nor he knows anything about Yahweh Shai Mashiach Christ. I know you don't. Because what is he doing? I'm going to give Eric Williams 30 seconds. Because he's doing something that needs to be brought out and needs to be taught. Because Christians love to do this. Can't blame weed for everything. You can't blame weed for everything now. Seem like Captain Azania up there blaming weed for everything. He keep talking about weed. What's the topic of tonight's class? Right. What do Christians love to do? You Christians, go ahead, Taiwan.
It's like it's a lot. I can't stand Christians. They give excuses.
Do what?
They give excuses.
Do what?
They give excuses.
They do what?
Give excuses.
Christianity teaches you that you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's full and can do it. Making an excuse to sin. Give that brother a hand, man. Is that Ontario right there? That's Ontario, ain't it? They love to make an excuse for sin. They love it. A child molester says, but I was molested as a child. A pork eater says, but I've been eating pork. I'm 90 years old. For 90 years I've been eating pork. All my life. You're making an excuse for sin. You have no honor, no integrity, and you hate the Most High because you won't even fight your goddamn flesh. You can't even fight it enough to say, I'm not going to make a corny ass, wicked ass excuse. I'm tired of it. I'll stop. You do it about everything else, don't they? If you want to be the greatest basketball player, you're not going to make an excuse. You're going to create a schedule. If you want to be the greatest entertainer, you're not making no excuses. You want to be perfect in all your ways. But when it comes to the Bible, when it comes to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, when we saying stop smoking weed, and weed destroys blacks and Hispanics, when we saying it destroys our community and our families, weed ain't that bad. You can't blame weed on everything. Yahweh Shai has no movement for you. He has no space for you. He has no purpose for you. The Most High God looks at you and says, get away from me. Just be wicked then. Just leave. You want to make excuses? You have no accountability. Meaning you're not strong enough. So just go on. Just go on then. Just go on then. Because you can't do it. You can't fathom the thought of rejecting yourself and your flesh. So you come up with every little stinking excuse. And that's why you're not in the ISUPK. You see those people that lose weight, lost 100 pounds? Do they give themselves excuses? No. They said, I got to stop the excuse. I got to lose this weight. You see, what's her name? Ketanji Brown Jackson?
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to marry a white man. I know that's going to give me better position if I marry me a white man. If I move up the court ladder, if I become a lawyer and then a judge and just move up through the system, eventually I'll become the Supreme Court Justice. Did she sit at that table when they asked her all those questions and said, you know what, guys? Just give it to somebody else. I don't want it. To be wicked, everybody does everything. You know, drug dealers don't make excuses because the drug dealer believes if he makes an excuse, what happens? He's dead.
Yeah.
A gangbanger doesn't make excuses because he's dead. Huh? A CEO doesn't want to lose one penny. Am I right or wrong? I work for a billionaire in this state of New York. A billionaire. He don't want to lose one donut for our Gabar.
Wow.
He don't want to give no breaks. Why? Because he doesn't believe in excuses. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a damn. He wants to be perfect in what he wants and who he is. But you read the Bible and everything is just everything. You can't blame weed for everything. Get out of here and go back to the Christian church because they will accept you. They love you there. They love you there. They love all the pedophiles, all the child molesters, all the LGBTQs. They love everything wicked and foul. They love them in the prison system. Go to the prison system. Go in the jail cell. They love you there. Because it's nothing but excuses. And I had to be like this because I had no daddy in my life. I never knew my daddy. Shut up. I was going to go to the... I was going to go make it to the pros. But I hurt my ankle in high school in 12th grade. I slipped on a bottle of Gatorade. Shut up. Go ahead, Doc. You was about to say something? We're going to go back to the topic. I gave Eric Williams my minute.
No, Cat Williams. Cat Williams.
What about him?
Just remind you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Smoking weed makes you like a child. A lot of them. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring that up. Because I'm going to show these blunt wraps and how these blunt wraps look. Don't they look like candy wrappers? Because you're a goddamn child. Excuses make you a child. It doesn't make you a man. What did Paul say? I once what? Thought like a child. Acted like a child. I'm paraphrasing. But now I'm a man. A child makes excuses. Don't they?
No.
Bedtime is 9 o'clock, right? Say bedtime is 9 o'clock. I'm just giving that as an example. You come home right? And you notice the child is still up and it's 10 o'clock. You call your child down, you say, hey, what's going on? Bedtime is 9 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. What does your child want to start to do? I took a late shower. I had to clean my room. I was still doing my homework. They're going to give excuses. Children give excuses. All right, let me get back to this video. Look at this, effeminate. Look what it does to the black man, the black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Look what marijuana does, and you become religious about it. You look and act effeminate and stupid and soft. And remember, I talked about talking white. Talking white wasn't the diction. I mean, it wasn't using proper English. Talking white is about speaking about specific things and topics. What is it? 60% of children in Syracuse go hungry every night. 60%. And that's blacks and Hispanics. So do I have time, if I want, to be talking about the breeze in nature at the lake? Standing at the cabin at the lake. Come out here and you be one with it. And smoking the marijuana allows me. Shut up! Your son and your daughter are starving. And you up here acting like an idiot.
It's very healing to us. Bird sounds, water sounds, you know, just...
I won't drop his head! Bird sounds, water sounds, you know? The birds. You can listen to the birds whistling. The water sounds.
Sounds of nature, the wind, you know, the trees, just looking at the trees.
He smokes weed, and this is what weed makes you think of. Is he wrong? When people smoke weed, don't they go, dang, I can hear the beat deeper in that rap song. Now I'm a better rapper. Ooh, I hear it. What Jay-Z said? I wrote raps to the rain on my window pane. He's sitting there listening to the rain on the window. I can hear the birds whistling different octaves. This is what the hell you listening for? Listen to the Most High. Listen to the law.
All of that stuff is very, very amazing and very healing for us. Like, this is all love here. This is all energy. Like, when I started off this video saying, where's the love? The love is in nature, guys. Go into nature. If you want to know about love, if you want to know...
The love is in nature. He is effeminate. This guy is a straight up sodomite. This guy is straight up sodom. I told you guys, it's all about love. And love is in nature. Y'all smoking that weed, this is what you become. Ricky Williams is just like this. You seen him in the documentary, Dog? Is that what you seen it at?
Yeah.
He acts and talks just like this.
Yeah.
It's all nature, man. I don't want to hurt him. Brother was 240 pounds. 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah.
Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
All solid. He ate iron. And the lady coming in to interview him, she opens, she goes, he goes, And I go, sir, you got food in your beer. He goes, just leave it. It's part of nature. When I saw that Ricky Williams documentary, he's just like this guy.
I know the true definition of love. Look at
those dreads, boy. Those dreads are synonymous with this stupid, dumb spirit, ain't it?
At nature and look at what nature does. Love, nature is patient. Nature is understanding. Nature, is always changing. It's growing. It's evolving. It's very loving as well, because no matter what we do to it, it continues to give us love. The sun continues to shine on us. The trees continue to give us oxygen. They're like, oh.
What's that in Romans, He says the sun, nature. What's that in Romans? Is it 1? Worshipping things by the Creator or not the Creator?
1 and 24. Or is it? I think it's 26. Maybe 26.
It's in that area.
Okay. Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator?
And ain't it crazy how this it's not crazy. It's deep. How this precept goes right along with the precept that talks about sodomite, LGBTQ.
God.
It's about to talk about the vile effect that goes against nature. And that's all we're talking about is nature. Because what happens is you start worshiping nature. You start worshiping what the Most High created. The sun loves us. How does the sun love you? The sun doesn't love you. The sun doesn't have a conscience. The sun does its job based off of what the Creator created it to do. Water does its job. It has no conscience. It don't know you. But you start worshiping nature and worshiping it. Sound like a witch. You're a witch. And all witches, they love weed. All zodiac astrologists, all that, they love weed. All Christians love weed. All Muslims, they love weed. Why? Because they worship everything else except the Most High. When you worship the Most High, you're clean. When you worship nature, you're unclean.
You're cutting down my brothers and sisters, so you know what? No oxygen for you. They don't do that. They still give us oxygen. That's true love right there. And when you're in altered state of consciousness, you might get connected to that. You might actually see that.
Did you hear what he just said? He worships oxygen because even if you're mean to your brothers and sisters, it still gives them oxygen. What? What? This cat don't believe that the Most High will take him out. The Most High will take this effeminate out. This Most High will take you out. He doesn't believe that. He believes that nature will supply all those things that you need.
You might get out of your head and start feeling. Maybe get more to your body and just start to feel more what's around you. You start to hear more. You smell more. Of course, when it comes to food, you taste more. So a lot of people don't have an appetite and they smoke and they get an appetite. So there's a lot of benefits to weed, to marijuana.
It allows you to accept nature more. You can taste food more. Would the rappers say, I smoke weed and I can rap better? That means you trash, dog. That means you trash. That means you trash. If you need to smoke marijuana to write a rap song, you're trash. You're not good. You're not creative. You're one with nature. You can't taste food. Smoking marijuana gives you an appetite. What did you say, Don, about that? You just get the munchies. You just want to sit on your behind all day and eat. Or you be like Eric Williams and you get effeminate. How come you guys teach hate so much? Y'all smoke weed so much that y'all, life is about war. And you have to fight. You have to hate something. If you don't hate anything, then you don't have anything to love. Because for those that I love, I hate everybody that hates them. Didn't David say it? I hate those that hate thee, oh God, my power. see how he smiled? He's smiling about marijuana. And this is what happens. He's a drug addict. He's smiling. He goes, like he talking to a woman. Like a man talking to a woman, like, you know, all fuzzy and don't know what to say.
You know, I would say too, you know, cannabis also helps a lot of people dealing with like mental disabilities, or maybe they're stuttering, or they're, you know, there's so many things. Maybe they have certain pains in their bodies, and when they smoke, suddenly that pain is gone. Suddenly that stutter is gone. Suddenly they can be normal. Suddenly they're calm. You know, the thing about marijuana, it does this for me too as well. As much as I meditate and go into nature and do all this stuff, I still sometimes can lose myself in my mind. I can still.
Go ahead, Alan.
It's like these niggas go into a coma. But what he's saying about it can cause you to, what he said, something about the pain.
Yeah, helps your pain go away, eases your mind.
Because it causes the nerve endings to die. It reduces the oxygen supply that will cause the nerves to, you know, continue on. It messes up, you know, that what you need in your brain as well. So your nerve endings are dying, of course, though, because they're not getting the oxygen supply. They're being tricked, you know what I'm saying, because the THC has been introduced to your system. So now you can't accept what reality is. He's literally explaining the reasons why scientists has talked about the negative effects of smoking weed and marijuana, especially at a young age.
The water, brother. Because you're bringing it out. The nerve endings, I think it's called synapses.
Concept.
The nerve synapses, right? They don't touch. Your nerves don't touch at certain points or certain parts. Because they don't touch, they have something called synapses. All right? I'm trying to figure out a way to illustrate it. Okay, so you have synapses that travel from one nerve ending, like that one was saying, to another nerve ending. So what happens is it will transfer it over. Salakia, I'm trying to figure out a way to illustrate it to y'all. So they have to come over from one and come over to the other. Salakia. All right? So what happens is it'll bring it over from one to the other. See how it brought the one over to the one from the other. Salakia. So when it does that, okay, let me get out of here. Because this guy, we done with him. He's all right.
He's going to chill with the Ozarks.
And he in La La Land. So you get the one, you get the message that needs to transfer. Pain, pain, pain. There's a pain. And what does that do? When your nerves are telling you that there's a pain, it's a good thing. Because it's telling you that there is something wrong. Right?
Dangerous.
That there's something wrong, a dis-ease, right? Or that there's a problem. So it passes the message on to the next nerve, which travels. All right? So all it's doing is passing that message back and forth. So when it's saying it's easing the pain, what it is doing is it's removing the connection of those nerves. So when it's trying to pass the information on, it drops it. But what happens? What happens when your high comes down?
It's like it. You gotta get high again.
Because you're immersed in more pain. Because you did not acknowledge the first time the message is trying to tell you about the pain. That's why people who smoke marijuana, when you see in the movies and the cartoons and you hear the stories, everybody's stupid. Why is everybody stupid? Because your synapses are not connecting between nerve and nerve. All right? That's easy. That's science. The Most High doesn't want you to smoke marijuana. Okay? If you could, get that precept too, 16 and 11, Proverbs. Go ahead, say what you was going to say.
Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying, was going in on this very heavy. He was doing his comedy skit and saying how he was on drugs. And he's looking at like, oh, fire. That's cool.
There was a fire in his lap.
Yeah.
He was on fire. Is that what you're talking about?
Concept.
Yeah. Go ahead.
3rd degree burns it. No.
He burnt himself up.
The synapses, you know what I'm saying, wasn't
synopsis, yeah.
That he was in danger. And he's looking at it, it's like, oh, that's cool. Until he realized fire and took off down the street because he was on fire. And of course, you know what I'm saying, he did it in the form of comedy, but it's a warning, you know what I'm saying, don't do drugs. You know, listen, I've done it and damn near died. Burned up my whole body.
Ooh, Salaki. I'm laughing because it's 27, verse 27. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. I'm laughing because we so destroyed as a people that I remember the movie scene in Don't Be a Menace. And I was laughing while I was drinking the water at the same time, so Salaki. Where the one person hits the blunt and he starts choking and convulsing and passes out on the floor and he dies.
Right.
And you know what everybody says? Pass that. And that's looked at as funny, but it's real because we such a people that's so destroyed that we want to die when the Lord gives life. Go ahead, read it.
16 and 27, sir?
Mm-hmm. Babu Kasha.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire.
He diggeth up evil and comes from the earth, don't it? It's from the earth. It's from the earth. And there is a fire. Go ahead. Oh, there is a burning fire. He diggeth up evil, puts it in his lips, and he lights it, and there's a fire. All right, I want one more precept. The Most High says that's evil. That's ungodly. It's ungodly to smoke marijuana. Okay. Give me Leviticus chapter 10, verse 1. Leviticus chapter 10, verse 1. Smoking weed make you look like a stupid idiot, like a child. I ate up all the cereal because I was high. Oh, we was getting high, and everybody laughs. It's so corny. I don't laugh at it. I don't see why it's funny. Look at the grape escape. Put the black man with the big nose on his face. Look at that. Look at the black man. Huh? Large nose, large lips, smoking grape blunts. Mike Epps says something. I watched his stand-up last night. He said, y'all don't want to get the vaccine. Y'all so against the vaccine. But wait until they start putting flavors in. They make a chocolate vaccine. You about to get it. They coming out with the new mango vaccine. You gonna get it. Why did he say that? Because that's how they market to your dumb behind. Like a child. Got the grape flavor Swisher Swillies. Got the vanillas. Got the chocolates. What other flavors they got? Look at this. Look at this. Look at how many goddamn. Look at this. It's an assortment of blunt wraps. 2 for $99. Ooh wee. Red sweet. White peach. Honey. Pink lady. This is ridiculous, huh? This is goddamn ridiculous. You're a goddamn child. You're a goddamn loser. This is how every corner store look. Am I right or wrong? Every corner store look just like this.
Okay.
Dutch Master, White Owl, Swisher Sweet. Give me the Dutch or the blunt. I split it open myself. Backwoods. Bluntvilles. Get the backwoods, and they got T-shirts and book bags for you. Who wear T-shirts and book bags? Children, and people that remain as children forever. And hoes. Hoes love wearing them backwood tight underwears, walking around in them tight T-shirts that say blunt wraps. Oh, it's so cute and sexy. I got the vegan one. Get you the hemp and the CBD. Shut up and grow up. You're a goddamn loser. Look, Black Lives Matter raps. Black Lives Matter raps? Mike Tyson special flavor ranch raps. Go ahead, you was about to say something? Go ahead and read that for me. Goomba, grape, Spanish fly, mango, original, blueberry tide, lady red. What?
Leviticus chapter 10, verse 1. And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censer and put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered strange fire before the Lord, which he commanded them not. And there went out fire from the Lord.
Fire, which they were not told to do. They were burning something they wasn't supposed to be burning.
Gotcha.
They was burning weed. They was burning crack. They was burning meth. They up there burning weed in the censer. They got the censer like this. They put all types of weed in it. Ooh, weed, yeah, let's burn it up and get high. You know what's so sad, brother? Them brothers that sit across the street, you know, it's been nice now. The Benjamites, okay?
Yes.
They in their 50s, 60s, right? I was outside today with this, right? I was holding it, taking the tape off, just wiping it down. I stood outside with this, right? And I walked, because I picked something up that was in front of the school to throw it in the trash. I walked by, I saw them out there. One Benjamite brother said, "What is that?" I said, "You know what this is. They're from the island. They're from the islands." I'm thinking they know what this is. I said, "You know what this is." And the one said, "Did that come off the head of an elk?" I said, "No, this came off the head of a ram." He said, "Oh, yeah? But I don't know what it's for." I said, "You never seen the shapar? This is the shapar. It's the horn." So I took it and I blew in it. I blew in it. Boy, they kind of like, whoop. You know what the one brother said? He said, "I wouldn't blow out. I'll put something in there and breathe in." He wanted to take something that was set up by the Most High to call us to stop getting high, call us to prayer, call us to war, and he wants to use it as an instrument to smoke weed. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, black and brown people are destroyed. We destroyed. And what happened with that fire?
And put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered strange fire before the Lord.
And did what?
Strange fire before the Lord.
And did what?
Strange fire before the Lord.
Strange fire before the Lord. That was strange fire before the Lord. They was going to smoke it and make it religion. They was smoking it and making it religion. Go ahead, huh?
Which he commanded them not.
Which he did what?
Commanded them not.
He commanded them not to do that. Most High said, "Don't do that. I don't want you to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Y'all wanna make marijuana legal and it's cool and it's 420 and it's hee-haw. You're damn near making it a religion. It became a religion unto you."
Right. This is the weed scent.
Y'all love it. Keep going.
And there went out fire from the Lord.
And what did the Lord do?
And there went out fire from the Lord.
The Lord is going to send fire upon you. He's going to send the fire on you now. Now it's going to be up on you. Now that fire that you used to smoke weed, now you're going to get burned up. Now you're going to look like an idiot. You're going to lose. You're not won't have any money. You'll be a hoe. You'll be a sodomite. You'll be a loser and a clown. Go ahead, Doc. Is that it? And the Lord did what?
And devoured them.
And did what?
And devoured them.
And devoured them. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Right? So that you can have life and not death. And with that, pass the class over to the Shamar, priest and officer for our Wumgabar. Enough light.
ISUPK security announcement. Where the ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander General Yohana, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest from. Free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Numbers chapter, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like, upcoming whole convocation, we're the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We have to eat something with unleavening. That's not eating fried chicken, of course, though, right? That KFC, exit out. Brownies, cakes, whatever, la'at, all that nonsense. This is just a time period in which that we were traveling, out of Egypt, and of course, we didn't have time to stop and bake, of course, though. So we should know that. We should learn that. We should remember that. The Feast of First Fruits will start, May 2nd? I believe it's May 2nd. Confirm that date for you, though.
Which one? Feast of First Fruits?
God. Okay.
It starts the day of the last day, the closing day.
Okay. So the 23rd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aki and Athquath, check the bulletin board at the back. Remember, if you want to be a trooper to school, start wearing our black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, one courteous salute to the teacher and of Israel. Majin. Shabbat. Majin. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yashar Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat.
Ezratah. Saul. One courteous salute to Aki and of Israel. Majin. Shabbat. Majin. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yashar Barakatah. Ezratah. Saul. One courteous salute to the sisters and of Israel. Imagine. Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Yazmatah. Class dismissed.